Yeah, so in the West, like my boys with for the Utah Jazz looking good again. Spurs, Timberwolves, Kings, Blazers, they're all 2-1. They're looking good, so I like what I'm seeing. Anthony Edwards has been playing well too.
Yeah, surprised by that.
And then the Jazz, like I was saying, they would come out with vengeance for last year. Nuggets have
Um,
been they could be better.
Nuggets need to get their stuff together. I feel like they got a little bit worse over the season, which could be why this is happening.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see what they
The
do.
West, the West is very interesting. Like, I could see a lower seed team like a 6, a 7, a 8 win a first round series, just because like I kind of want to say it's pretty balanced. Like they're all like really good teams.
Hmm. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that. Um. Anything else for the NBA? Any predictions for this week?
Cavs improved to 6-0.
Okay, that's realistic. Anything
I think
realistic? The Bulls bounce back this week. That's realistic.
The Bucks bounced back this week after a win over the Heat today.
Oh, okay. We'll see about that. I'd like to see that. I think the Pelicans will beat the Suns tonight as well. Alright. Let's move on to our last segment for today. College hoops. I want to really talk about specifically just how good the Big Ten is right now.
It's like incredibly good.
There are 9 teams in the top 25 from the Big Ten. And then you have Indiana getting votes as well. And then just yesterday, one of the unranked teams, Maryland, beat the top-ranked Big Ten team in Wisconsin. And Minnesota blew out Michigan State. So,
And Purdue is 7-3.
and then Purdue is there too. It's like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the only teams that didn't make it were Nebraska, and then Nebraska, Penn State, and Maryland, just because eventually some teams have to lose.
With Penn State.
They started the year good, but they've still been like, you know.
Yeah, 3-3. Can't have that.
Illinois.
Think Indiana makes it?
Probably. They it's a little harder for them, but I think they'll make it. I mean,
Dude, but this conference is just ridiculously good.
yeah. I mean, right now there's
That's
no team. There's only 2
all you
teams.
can say.
I mean, first of all, Northwestern is winning the conference right now, so that's lit. They should be
Yeah.
undefeated, but they lost to Pittsburgh for some reason.
They play Iowa today. Huge game.
If they beat Iowa, oof. I mean, that'd be crazy. I literally could be like, obviously the top 2 teams in the country are Baylor and Gonzaga. And then you could give me like every single Big Ten team after that before I put any other team. Like Kansas, Villanova, a bunch of Big Ten teams, Houston, Tennessee. I mean, it's that good.
I'm excited. Do you know what this means? This only means that Big Ten tournament. That's all that this means.
Man, Big Ten tournament's gonna be crazy.
Swear. Especially during conference play, if they're all like beating each other and there's like no clear one dominant team,
Mm.
that's gonna make the Big Ten tournament amazing. It's gonna be amazing regardless, but
Dude, and then so big games this week. Obviously, Northwestern Iowa, like we said today. Rutgers Purdue is also today,
yeah, Purdue.
but Rutgers is at home where they're basically unbeatable.
Oh,
I think they lost like one game at home in the last 2 years or something.
I
Like
did not know that.
they're insanely good at home. That's what I hear. Some other big games. Tennessee and Missouri are both undefeated, and they play each other tomorrow. Missouri's a surprising team. I didn't think they'd be this good. They've already beaten both Oregon and Illinois.
Yeah, Missouri is one of those teams that you don't expect to be good at anything, let alone basketball.
This is like kind of out of nowhere.
Could they? Do you think they could be? You can. Do they think? Do you think they could be this year's Dayton?
Maybe, but I don't know. I do think they'll beat Tennessee though. It'll be surprising, but I think they'll beat Tennessee. Wisconsin and Minnesota play on Thursday. Minnesota's extremely hot. They just beat Michigan State and Iowa back to back, and Wisconsin just lost to Maryland. I think Minnesota will win that actually.
They could. They have some. I forgot his name, but I know of him. He's the Carr dude, right? Isn't he? He's their star, right?
Marcus Carr has been amazing. He's been amazing.
Dude, averaging 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists, shooting 48% from the field. What a
guy. Saturday is going to be a huge day. Let's see, you got Purdue, Illinois. Illinois should have that in the bag. You know, Iowa will go off.
Iowa, Rutgers. Outside of the Big Ten.
Iowa, Rutgers, and Rutgers at home. You could see Iowa lose a few games in a row here. Texas, Kansas. Another top 10 matchup. I like that a lot. I think Kansas will win, but Texas is not to be taken lightly.
Yeah. Well, they're ranked 8th for a reason.
This is weird. Arkansas is undefeated? Oh wait, they haven't played any good teams. Never mind. Yeah, they play Missouri on Saturday as well, but they haven't played anyone good. Creighton, Providence on Saturday. Creighton is really good too.
So Saturday is just a stacked day, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. Virginia Tech. Duke, Florida State. Yeah, there's not much to miss that day. And then lastly, you got Sunday, you got 2 more ranked Big Ten games. Northwestern, Michigan, and Ohio State, Minnesota. We're finally starting to get into conference week for college basketball. I really do think the Big Ten is going to get 11 teams into March Madness.
I can see that.
I wonder what's the record. Most teams from one conference in NCAA tournament. 11 in the Big East from 2011. Wow. So I think they'll tie the record this year. I mean, they've been that good.
They were close to being the record last year if there was a tournament.
Seriously, the Big Ten is probably becoming the best conference in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how the SEC is the best conference in football. I'm liking to see this. And I really hope this, specifically for Northwestern, I hope this isn't like, just hot right now. Because since they made the tournament for the first time ever a couple years ago, they haven't really been good. But if this is the year they bounce back, get in.
Oh, that was the year.
That was the year they were robbed by the refs against Gonzaga when they were gonna win.
There was a goaltend, and there was that little kid, the crying meme from that little kid.
so bogus.
Absolutely devastating.
They would have.
They were robbed, though.
They would
Clearly
have
a goal.
ended Gonzaga's perfect season long before the championship game. It was unfair.
Life's unfair, Deez. Life's unfair.
Alright. Anyway,
I think that about does it.
yes, we will be back with you guys later on in the week. For now, enjoy the holiday sports games.
Happy New Year's.
Yes, sir.